Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 8 de Tex Murphy, Tesla Effect. No jogo ontem cumprimos as várias tarefas no Templo de Sessem para atingir o nível de aristocrata da ordem e daí poder entrar na área de incubação, onde encontramos preso o Dr. Mason Bowers. Eu tinha até esquecido que procurávamos por ele. Agora, para libertá-lo, precisamos encontrar os elementos indicados pela médica, que são os mesmos, aliás, para neutralizar a droga verde que foi injetada no Tex. Lembram? Foi injetada nele no Overseer e que fez ele perder a memória por 7 anos, período em que foi teleguiado em ações das quais não tem a mínima consciência. Eu não tinha examinado ainda esse cartão de beisebol que o Mason Bowers me deu.
Well, these baseball cards may open the drawer in Mason Bowers' safe.
Então, antes de ir na casa de praia do Bowers tentar usar aquele cartão, eu vou perguntar por aqui se alguém sabe me dizer algo.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Serum, interruptor do transe.
Can't help you there.
Serum, chave do transe de Bowers.
Does not compute.
Também
Seriously,
não,
can't help you there.
não seria ela que teria isso, né? Laser Blade.
Does not compute. Seriously, can't help you there.
Laser Blade é uma lâmina laser. Se o meu pouco inglês capta. Arte.
Seriously, we are the dynamic duo, don't you think?
You're certainly the boy wonder.
So what have you come up with?
Serum.
Don't know about that.
Só estou ganhando pontos, ninguém sabe nada. Chave do transe de Bowers.
No.
Laser Blade.
No.
Esse cara nerd até que poderia saber. O porteiro?
Always happy to help out my best tenant. Let me think. No.
Ainda faz teatro, né? Chave do transe de Bowers. Não vai saber também. Talvez a mulher dele saiba, mas eu tenho que encontrá-la.
Nope.
A Ariel.
Not a clue.
A Safir.
Having a detective hanging around isn't exactly great for business, Tex. I'm gonna have to start charging you.
Serum, interruptor de transe. Claro que vai saber disso.
Keep this up, and I need to start charging you.
Já falou isso. Está ansiosa para me cobrar. Chave do transe de Bowers.
Sounds like a roofie. I want my clients wide awake.
Nada de...
I've got some whips, chains, handcuffs, that kind of thing. But nothing like a laser blade.
Então não. Então, muito obrigadinho, dona moça. Quem que vai saber? O Rook.
Perhaps I've been wrong about you, Murphy. What can I do to help? No. Next. Are you going to ask me about everything you've ever heard of?
Exatamente. É essa a minha função aqui.
What is that?
Como jogador, Aqui, pelo menos o laser...
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse.
O laser eles podem ter.
Sorry. I don't know if this has anything to do with this trans key you're talking about, but after that 48 Pandian flew off, I circled back. I took a quick look around and saw a fresh hypo on the ground along with a few cards. I grabbed them. If you want them, just don't tell the cops I gave them to you.
Ele me deu alguma coisa então lá.
You think we got something that expensive here? And you know you gotta have a license to carry one, right? Look, I have one of my own. I'll give it to you. But only if you swear that it squares us up.
Ele me deu as duas coisas?
These 4 of clubs cards were found scattered all over the alleyway by Zach after the abduction. I think Bauer's trance interrupter key may be the phrase 4 of clubs.
Então eu tenho que usar isso como chave para interromper o transe do Bowers?
This laser blade can help me free Mason Bowers from Ceysan.
Então eu não preciso perguntar mais nada para ninguém? Já tenho tudo?
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir? Don't know.
Ainda sobrou uma pergunta, né?
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
Ser interruptor de transe.
Sorry.
Então, só viajar agora. Casa de praia sem casa de praia.
Before I return to Ceysan, I'll need a laser blade to cut Bowers free, the trance interrupter serum, and his trance key. Man, this is a nightmare. I fly back to the beach house to see if the cards Mason had on him can be used here. When I arrive, there's a familiar face waiting at the door, looking for an update.
You found Mason. Is he okay?
Well, physically, but mentally he's had a taste of his own medicine and it doesn't suit him.
Where is he?
It's a place called Ceysan, and I can't tell whether he's being held for his own protection or against his will.
So, what do we do now? If we don't know why he's there, we shouldn't get the police involved, right?
Yeah, these boys play for keeps. I'm afraid if we break in on him, Mason may disappear for good.
You said you don't think he knows who he is. What does that mean?
He's been shot up by something called the trance inducer. And if we don't get Mason's memory back, all 3 of us may be stuck at this dead end.
I'm so grateful you're doing this. I don't know who else I could turn to. I still care for Mason, but we haven't been close in a long time. You seem so tough and self-reliant.
Well, being a PI is a very rough business.
Isn't the rough business always more exciting? Maybe when Mason is back to his normal state and out of danger.
Look, I'm no hero. I'm doing this to get my memory back. But perhaps later we could talk about this.
Perhaps is so full of possibilities. Is there a more intriguing or tantalizing word?
Perhaps. But right now I've got to find something to help me get Mason out of Ceysan.
I'll leave you to it. Good luck, Tex. I've got to go. But you know how to get a hold of me if there's anything you need.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. These women, why are they interested in you?
Maybe you need to get your optical sensors checked.
Wow, between Ariel, Taylor, and the look Mojo was giving you, I'd say losing 7 years has done wonders for your charisma. Hey, have you considered wiping a few more? Oh, and that was a nice catsuit, by the way. Can we pick up one in my size? Ugh.
Eu já tinha chegado na casa para falar com ela. E agora, de repente, eu estava lá fora. Essa carta vai abrir aquele cofre, mas aquele cofre precisa de 2 coisas. Dois cartões. Ah, ele tinha 2 cartões, então? O Mason deu pra ele?
This must be the trance interrupter medication. And there's only one dose.
Ih, tem só uma dose.
This is trance interrupter serum, the only thing that can bring back memories. And there's only dosage for one person. If I use it on Mason, maybe you can tell me where more serum is.
É, só por isso que ele vai dar pro Mason. Não que ele ache a coisa certa a fazer. É, então já posso viajar, né? Posso ir lá pra prisão.
Mason, how are you today? How's everything going here at the camp?
4 clubs. 4 clubs. 4 clubs, Mason. Come on, wake up. Come on, don't be deaf, dumb, and stupid. Please, Mason, wake up. That's it. Come on.
Tex, where are we?
Começar o diálogo, falar direito, mover-se rápido.
We're in Say San, and we gotta move fast.
Is that the trans interrupter? What have you done?
Terrível desperdiçar a mente de um neurólogo. Os agradecimentos podem esperar. Compensação mútua.
Brought you back from Zombieland. These guys wiped your memory.
No, they didn't. I did!
What?
Why the hell would you do that?
Oh, God. Now they can find out everything I know. How could you do this?
Oh, well, maybe because I want my memory back. Your friend said you're the only one who could help.
My friend?
Yeah, the one who came for the cryo chamber.
So he has it. The cryo chamber's safe?
Yes, he has it. So where do I get more serum? There was only one dose in your safe. And what the hell's my trance key?
Margaret injected you. She's the only one who could have helped you.
Yeah, and she's dead. And I'm pretty sure her head was the main ingredient in that soup can of yours. Why'd you cut off her head?
I didn't. It was Maldonado. I don't think I could have done it.
Yeah, well, don't mince words. Because it was your idea.
Margaret double-crossed us. She came up with her own plan, but I think we stopped her before she could give it to the translator.
Well, you don't come across as totally insane.
She knew things, but she'd given up hope. However, some of us still believe. It wasn't fair of her to take those things to the grave. And I have the technology to tap what's inside her memories. Even after death.
Well, I stand corrected. You are insane.
Vocês vão sair pela janela pulando
You
no
were in on it
abismo?
with us. We were all looking for the Tesla egg. But you're the one who found it in the wall of your apartment. I was still working from the inside, letting you all know what the translator was doing. By then, Margaret had stolen the egg and disappeared. I was afraid she switched sides, so I hired Maldonado to do surveillance on the Ritz, hoping she'd show up.
Yeah, and she did. She and that big mutant came by and injected me.
I caught up to her at the door of her apartment. All I wanted to do was talk, but she clutched her chest and collapsed. Dead before she hit the floor. Decapitation was the last resort.
So when does the abduction come in?
I called Maldonado just when the translator's henchmen arrived. Maldonado brought the cryo chamber while I created a diversion. While they were chasing me, he did the deed. Then I used the transinducer on myself. We'll rendezvous with my friend. We gotta find that egg before the translator does.
All right, but let's swing by and get your wife, too, because she's been worried sick about you.
My wife? I don't have a wife.
Very good, Tex. You continually impress.
The cryo chamber. It holds your answers. Don't let him find it.
Welcome back, Tex. You certainly have a gift for making things interesting.
Yeah, it's a gift that just keeps on giving.
I assume you have no idea who we are.
Let me just save some time here. I have no memory of you or anything else since this bastard here shot me and my girlfriend 7 years ago.
Yes. Margaret made sure of that, didn't she? Willing to die just to keep you out of the equation, undermining me at every turn, right up until the end.
I need to know one thing. Did you kill Chelsea?
You could say that.
Don't move.
It's a long story, Tex. Maybe some other time.
Just tell me what happened to Chelsea.
Dalton, would you please answer Tex's question?
My pleasure. We'd stolen your speeder, of course. After I sedated you and Chelsea, you were taken to a place where we could search your memories for leads to Margaret Leonard's whereabouts. When that failed, I staged Chelsea's death, attempting to draw Leonard out of hiding. We left identifiable DNA inside your burned-out speeder.
Which, incidentally, was uninsured.
Leonard didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Eventually, we let Chelsea go, and I never saw her again.
This was all before I returned. I've never seen Chelsea.
I haven't seen her either, as far as you know.
Quem é você? Chelsea Margaret XXX. Chelsea Margaret.
So what was Chelsea's connection with Margaret Leonard?
It doesn't matter now. Margaret's dead. Just like the man I used to be.
And you are?
I am the translator.
Is translating your profession or a hobby?
It is my mission and my destiny.
Well, I guess that makes 1,000,002 questions that I have. Everything would be a lot easier if you just unlocked my memory.
I would if I could, Tex, believe me. Unfortunately, Margaret took your trance key to her grave.
What? I'm supposed to believe that I'm on your guys' side for whatever's going on here?
That's right. We're all in this together.
We united in a common goal. It was a goal Margaret and I used to share many years ago. But she lost hope after I died.
You're Joe Hansen? Margaret Leonard's husband? The FBI agent who stole the Tesla cash?
I am. And I did. But when I learned what we'd taken from Tesla and buried in our vaults, what amazing technologies he had to offer the world, it became my dream to complete his work. But then I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. I had little time left, so we decided that I should be preserved in a cryogenic state in hopes that a cure could be found someday.
But now you're here alive again, so who's the one who brought you back?
Margaret refused. She said it wasn't safe yet. I tried to pressure her and she disappeared.
In the end, it was Mason who completed the reanimation.
So what's it like?
Indescribable. I saw eternity. And I returned with a renewed sense of purpose. I finally saw the true vision of Tesla's work.
So if Mason brought you back, why did he turn against you?
Margaret can be very persuasive. I think she convinced Mason that my work was too risky. But she couldn't convince you, Tex.
I'm a little lost here. Why do you need me?
Margaret held one last piece of the puzzle. The Tesla egg. It is the nucleus of the atom. Without it, the spirit radio has little effect. But with it, the veil between living and dead will vanish, and we will all exist within the immortal coil. We have work to do. You're free to go, Tex.
These guys must be playing some kind of mind trick on me. This has got to be a setup of some kind.
Tex, buddy, I'm afraid I haven't been totally straight with you. Over the last 7 years, you have become a lying, womanizing, duplicitous, two-timing cutthroat who plays both sides against the middle for money, and is partners with the gentleman who just left the room. I thought you could just walk away from the person you'd become, but I see that fate may have something else in mind.
Dia 7. Talking Dead ou Perdido na tradução?
After I returned from Cézanne, I called Alt to tell him Mason Bowers had taken a 40-foot leap. The guy was so broken up, he hung up the phone. I'm not sure if Bowers' death ended Alt's interest in this whole sorry mess, but my gut tells me I'll need his help if I'm ever going to solve this case. I decided to visit Saint Germain to find more information about the Tesla egg.
So, how goes the investigation? I don't suppose you have any news regarding that egg we talked about?
Well, everybody's talking about the Tesla egg, but I think I've got a lead on it.
Ah, the egg of Columbus, the copper egg. Unveiled by Tesla at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893, it was the very heart of a small prototype that, some say, would become his most notorious invention.
But you seem underwhelmed, and that's not good.
You know the story of Tunguska?
Well, I do now.
If you believe, as many do, that the Tunguska explosion was caused by the Tesla death ray, and you believe that the Tesla egg is a core component of the death ray, well, then the egg would be of immense fortune. Tell me, what do you believe, Mr. Murphy?
I believe you know a lot more than you're telling me.
Are you familiar with Paradise Lost?
Isn't that one of those resorts for swingers?
Paradise Lost is a poem about the great divide in heaven when Lucifer was cast out. After his banishment, Lucifer swore revenge and created an army of his own. He and his followers waited in darkness for their chance to strike back at the god who cast them out. After a 3-day battle against the faithful angels, the forces of evil were banished from heaven for all eternity.
Oh, I like it when the good guys win.
Yes. But what if the war were not over? What if Lucifer had not been defeated but lay in wait, preparing for his chance to overthrow heaven?
Well, debating hypothetical fairy tales is a little nerdy for me.
Look at the world around you. Did heaven win the battle? Man has created hell on earth. And the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness. At his core, he is a grasping, clawing, foolish creature, willing to commit any sin to appease his base and greedy nature.
I thought I was jaded. You really think we're as bad as all that?
There are still some who give me hope. You, I'm not sure about. Your role, whether for good or evil, has yet to be determined.
He's not so bad. Does he have the egg?
No, my dear. Entirely the wrong egg. An interesting trinket, to be sure, but not the egg I'm searching for.
Well, if it isn't Ariel Bowers. You know, I hope I pronounced that correctly, because Bowers doesn't have a wife.
Great work, Detective. How long did that take to figure out?
Not long, after Bowers told me.
I have to confess, I haven't been totally honest with you on some things.
Just some?
I didn't know who you were when you first interrupted my own search of Bowers' place.
And what were you doing there?
I work for an organization you wouldn't have heard of. We're based out of St. Petersburg.
In Florida.
Russia.
How about you?
I don't work for anyone. Just the greater good. And my own little passions, of course. Ariel and I have crossed paths on several occasions. This time we seem to have some objectives in common, so we pooled our resources.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with Ariel's resources. How common are your objectives and mine?
That depends. You the kind of man who lets innocent people die?
Not normally, no.
You've heard of the Tesla Legacy Society. At one time, it had a membership of hundreds. After Charles Johansson died, the numbers dwindled. Some time ago, all those people vanished without a trace. I had hoped to find some answers from Bowers.
Oh, I got news for you. He's not dead. He's back.
He's the translator, I presume.
The one building the immortal coil. You say you like it when the good guys win? You plan on doing anything about that?
Oh, sure. Leave it to me, as always. What are you two gonna do about it?
This is not my battle to fight.
He knows me. I won't be able to get close to him like you can.
You shall have to find the Tesla egg first. Of course.
Great. I didn't even think of that. Well, if you don't have any more helpful tips...
Until we meet again, Mr. Murphy. And something tells me we will.
Until next time. Kiss for luck. You'll need it.
After visiting with St. Germain, the former Mrs. Bowers invites me to a place called the Resort and says she has information to exchange.
Well, well. If it isn't Dudley Do-Right. Caught me red-handed.
Intervenção, prazer com culpa, caricatura equivocada.
And if it isn't Natasha Vitale, you and Boris Barinov have certainly pulled a fast one on me.
Saint Germain isn't part of this. He's a collector looking for the Fabergé egg. I'm an agent looking to infiltrate the translator.
Duplo sentido, a verdade, nova carreira. A verdade, sempre a verdade.
Yeah, and I'm an accountant.
No, I really am. The organization I work for, you couldn't pronounce it, but in English it's called the White Guard. We've been monitoring the translator for years. We've had our eye on you as well. So are you going to interrogate me? I have so much to confess.
Tenha fé, perturbado, presumido.
So you're sure I couldn't pronounce that Russian name? I'm pretty good at pronunciation.
I'll be honest with you. I need your help, Tex. And I can help you, but I had to find out where your loyalties were.
Exército de pergunta honesta e que tal você? Pergunta honesta.
So, what is it you think we can do for each other? I mean, other than the obvious.
That's why we're here, together, alone. I hope you don't mind I took the liberty of ordering some food. Should be here any minute. I thought we could have a bite, get to know each other a little better.
Said the spider to the fly.
I told you, Tex, I've had my eye on you for a while. And as you know, I'm not married. Who knows what lies ahead?
What lies ahead? That may be the truest thing you've ever said to me.
It's a rough world out there. Any of us could be dead tomorrow. I live in the moment. And right now, I want that moment to be with you.
Sucumbir ao mentiroso, mas não, agora que aumentou a chance da Chelsea estar viva.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. So full of possibilities. Is there a more intriguing or enticing word?
Perhaps.
Must be the food. Do you mind getting it while I change?
Perhaps.
Eu marquei outra alternativa que não era sucumbir.
Okay. I need to get this out before you say anything.
Taylor.
I get it. You don't know me anymore. But I know you, and I'm not just going to give up on what we had. It may not have been much, but I wanted it to be much, and I'm here just to see if you'll give us one more chance, please. Please.
Admirar a honestidade de Taylor, separar-se, escolher Chelsea. Pois é, agora que eu tenho mais esperança que a Chelsea esteja viva.
Look, I know 7 years have passed. I realize that. But to me, it's yesterday. I'm in love with Chelsea, and if there's any chance that I can find her and that she's alive, I can't commit to any other woman.
Mas se pudesse, seria
I hope
você.
you find what you're looking for, Tex. I really do. And if you ever decide to let go of the past, come look me up. I might still be here.
Não fique me esperando, não sacrifique a sua vida, menina.
I wish just once I'd had a man love me like you love this Chelsea person. Who is she?
Ah, juntos finalmente é ele com ela ou juntos finalmente eu e a Chelsea?
She's the reason you've got to leave.
Okay, I'll leave. But I may be back tomorrow.
Ai, nem tinha essa alternativa lá de dispensá-la.
Boy, resisting both Taylor and Ariel took all the willpower I could muster. They're both incredibly tempting in their own right. I feel Chelsea's out there somewhere. I know in my soul she's the perfect one, and I need to find her. As I contemplate my next move, I get a call from Archie, who says he has a lead for me, and I should come over right away.
Doidão.
So have you heard any more about the Tesla cache or Margaret Leonard? I mean, if she can't fix it, how are you going to get your memory back?
It's not just my memory, it's my life I want back.
Those Morlocks, I think that there's a connection between them and Margaret Leonard. I mean, see, the other day when you got knocked out, Margaret was in your apartment, right? The Morlock hunters told me they'd never seen so many Morlocks around Chandler Avenue. They said it was like something or someone was drawing them there. I mean, no one knows what they were doing around here. They were scattered after Margaret died. Now the hunters say that quite a few of them have been showing up in one particular area outside the city. I got a location for you.
E por que apareceu isso aqui pra mim? Pra nada, né? Investigar de novo o quarto santuário da Chelsea? Acho que não. Se é pra descobrir se ela tem alguma coisa com a Margaret, ou o que ela tem com a Margaret, eu vou na casa da Margaret.
So who is Margaret Leonard, really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location 200 feet below me.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course, I've always got a bad feeling about this. Could you just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
Water must be toxic. I better not stick my tootsies in it.
Pô, pensei que era alguém gritando. Se a água é tóxica, eu tenho que atravessar pela ponte. Atravessando pela ponte, eu vou ser vigiado.
Yeah, I've never really been interested in yard work. Tool shed. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. I'll need to find the key before I can open this, and it's probably in the house. You know, I've always thought that wood is a key ingredient to starting any fire. Wood is good, especially for building fires. Nice.
Eu vou fazer uma outra ponte, será? Tô catando madeira aqui.
Someone's watching me and it's making me feel incredibly uneasy. Now I could use that.
Será um mantos? Ah, tem uma escada quebrada ali.
Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I'm going to repair this ladder.
Vou fazer uma escada nova.
With 5 planks, I could repair the ladder next to the shed.
É, eu tenho 2, tenho que achar mais 3.
I don't know what I was thinking.
E essa outra não tem utilidade nenhuma aqui.
That man over there could be Mantis.
O homem da onde? Ah, ali. Do outro lado da ponte. Se é que tem ponte.
Bucket of nails is always helpful when you want to fix something. Yeah, it's a plank.
Terceira tábua. Preciso mais 2. É que antes eu não estava procurando tábuas, né? E o mantos está ali na minha
I'm not
copa.
sure that man is friend or foe. Well, that might come in handy.
4.
Man, I have an eerie feeling I'm being watched.
Sim, nós já sabemos que vigia, mas...
What kind of creatures was Margaret keeping in captivity?
Ela mantinha o pessoal preso aqui. Numas jaulas.
Whoa. There was someone or something on the other side of this stream. I wonder if it's Mantis. I need to be careful. Sounds like he's in a homicidal mood.
Difícil encontrar outra tábua aqui. A última.
Why does this have to be so heavy?
Martelo. 4 tábuas, martelo e pregos.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner!
Pim, 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 viva! Como sempre faz aquela que jamais fez isso.
Well, I'm almost ready to start a construction project. I just need 5 wood planks.
This is worse than the time you combined a monkey and a blender.
Fica criticando as minhas invenções aí. Ah.
Well, this'll come in handy.
Agora sim. 5 tábuas. E mais tudo isso.
I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
Just what I need for a repair job.
Ah, veio aqui achar uma revistinha.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Cinnamon Twist. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in.
E agora, eu posso pegar essa escada para atravessar ali a propriedade?
Now, I fixed it, and it appears to be some sort of ladder. Locked. There's a card reader on the side of the front door. I'll need to use an RFID card before I can enter.
Diz que tem uma caixa de metal que abre aqui, escrito Lifden. Eu cliquei e não aconteceu nada. Agora abre.
Milk drinkers? Man, that explains a lot. This card could be used to get in the front door. Man, that explains a lot. It appears to be a key of some kind. Dare I?
Eu tinha tentado ali e não deu ação. Agora, de repente, deu ação naquela caixa. Que susto. Ih, mantos. Promessa débil, a verdade e as consequências, pronto para a aventura. Verdade sempre é verdade, nada mais do que a verdade.
Margaret Leonard sent me.
Liar! Liar!
Por que mentiu? Disse a verdade, ele disse que foi a Margarete que mandou. Liberado por um tecnicismo, fazer amigos, uma honesta bobeira. Não é? Todas alternativas erradas. Aqui era certa, que era de dizer a verdade. Muito embora, por outras palavras, ela tenha mandado mesmo, né? Por outros meios.
Okay. Technically, she didn't send me.
Ah! Friend! Slave! Killer!
Boa oferta, sacar informação. Boa oferta.
I'm sorry. Is there something I can do to help you? A glass of water, a donut?
Get it out of my head!
Efeito placebo, chamando o Dr. Murphy, curiosidade.
What exactly is in your head? You might want to tell me before my flight response kicks in here.
Help me? Slave? Die! Die!
Kids. They never shut the door when they go out to play. That must be Mantis, and my guess is Margaret Leonard left some medication to control his affliction somewhere in the swamp house.
Ali é o interior da casa. E ele acha que está lá fora.
Man, I am making great time. This thing hasn't even moved. Books help me become more learned. That footrest is so fancy, I wouldn't dare place my feet on it. You know, couches are really pointless unless there's a TV. Well, I won't be able to use this fireplace. It's got a vent cover.
Ah, eu vou ter que usar uma
And that is one
lareira.
big jackalope.
Não vai pôr nessa lareira.
Hey, this is a fake. Got it.
vez de investigar o que interessa, ele fica catando as revistinhas.
Yeah, there's more to this world than meets the eye. Well, another matchbook to add to my collection. Very handy when you're venturing into public bathrooms.
Fósforos.
Don't tell anyone, but I hear these make fire.
Don't do that!
Por que não faça isso? A madeira com o fósforo.
Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these books.
Por que não?
I bet this could increase my defense by +5. There's only room for one chair at that table. Nothing special.
Ih, agora eu tô mexendo aqui. Vou modificar as coisas. Fora de hora. Tava assim, será? Não sei.
Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these books.
Agora eu não passo porque eu enrolei o tapete ali.
Looks like I'll need some firewood. I need matches.
Ai, tenho que arrumar esse quebra-cabeças aqui. Deslizante? É. Aquele que eu nunca acerto. A não ser por pura sorte. Ainda mais esse que eu não tenho a mínima ideia do que seria. Tá, essa peça é com essa. Essa peça também é com essa. Essas outras três aqui é que estão fora de ordem. Esta é com esta. Esse das linguiças tem que ser no canto direito, então. E ele está no canto completamente contrário. Assim. Essa daqui também está certa. Mas eu tenho que mandar essa outra aqui lá para o canto que está aberto. Vai dar agora? Esse daqui que tem que ser aqui no alto. Bem no contrário do que ele está. Sempre fica uma peça bem do lado contrário que deveria. Tá, agora ela está ali onde deveria estar. Mas daí se eu mexer todas as outras vai ficar tudo errado de novo. Ela vai sair de lá. Ela tem que estar lá do lado desta outra aqui que está agora aqui embaixo. Agora toda a parte de cima está certa, mas essa daqui, que tem o resto do olho desse daqui, está errada. É a única peça errada aqui. Ela teria que estar aqui nesse espaço vazio. tem que estar assim. Agora acho que vai dar. Mas deu o quê?
Nice fire. You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open. The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it.
E fez isso pra quê? Se não tem nada pra pegar. E essa outra aqui não abre. Esses globos que viram também, eles têm umas setas.
What's a pod? For planting seeds. This pot is ready for seeds to be planted in.
Terra fresca.
It's a safe lock, and I'll need a key to open it.
Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.